meeting of the Pawtucket City Property Committee. What? Got it? Okay, at 5:53 p.m. Clerk, if you can call the roll.
Joe and Mr. Kubiak.
Here.
Councilor Russo.
Yeah.
Councilor Moreno.
Here.
3 in attendance.
All right, I know there's no public comment in person or online besides Scott Perkins himself from Cox Communication. So we'll just move on to number 2. Councilor Moreno, if you can take number 2.
Yes, item 2 is a communication from Scott Perkins, Cox Communications, to the honorable members of the Pawtucket City Council requesting a grant of easement Main Street Plaza. I move that the communication be filed and taken up.
Second.
It's been moved by Council Moreno, second by Councilor Russo, that we take up a communication from Scott Perkins, Cox Communications, to the honorable members of the Pawtucket City Council requesting a grant of easement at Main Street Plaza, Pawtucket, Rhode Island, this communication to be filed and taken up. All in favor? Aye. All right. Chris, I think you're piggybacking this, but do we want to just check on Scott and just let him kind of start it just because he logged in. So I just want to give him some time. Hi, Scott. Are you there?
Can you unmute for us if you're there?
No.
Us?
No.
No.
I don't. Yeah, you want to start, Chris, then?
This all started, we're in the process of improving that area. This is between the Santana Bank and the property next door where the little fountain is. We're looking to take down that little shade structure like the canopy. And we found out that Cox Cable had ran their line, attached it, and went into the bank in that other building next to it. We looked the file, we didn't see any kind of easement. So we said to do it the right way so we don't have an issue down the road, we requested them to do an easement. And they're gonna be underground because there's not gonna be no structure. So attached to it, you'll see a plan. They're gonna go from the bolt that's in the ground. And then go into 231 and then 215, which is the bank. Everything will be underground. For some reason, it was probably convenient at the time because all the cable, electric, everything, all the utilities are underground downtown to begin with. So it goes to that bolt and then it went up the structure and then went into both properties. But now with that structure down, be able to accommodate these two businesses. Looking for the Cox looking for the easement to be able to run the line to service those two businesses.
Okay. Any questions from?
No, I just one comment then. So where it's located, it's really not too much in the sidewalk area anyways. It's underground, I understand that. But I know there's been considerable talk throughout the years that, as we do any kind of upgrades down to downtown, it's been tossed around that maybe someday it will be a two-way street now, a main street. So they have, I know the sidewalk's pretty wide, but if they had to shorten it as wide sidewalks, it wouldn't really interfere with this because this is more closer to where that structure is. That's more off of the sidewalk,
Yeah.
right? Yeah,
I don't know, do you have the picture of?
I do.
So if you look to the left, you
That-
see like the little cone, that's where the bolt is that comes out.
Oh, okay,
Oh, I
now I
see
see
the
the cone.
cone, yeah.
Okay,
It's up that steel girder.
so we're
And
good.
it goes across to the bank and then into. And then it goes underground. Into, the main line is in the sidewalk.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, but it's underneath, so that's
Correct.
good. Okay, no problem.
Okay.
Thank you.
I didn't even see that cone to begin with.
Yeah, it was,
What we have to really.
Yeah, it does.
I see the blue line, so.
All right. Any questions from?
No.
Is Scott still there? I just want to make sure okay. All right, I'll entertain a motion.
Make a motion to approve the easement. Do we have to recommend this to the council as a whole, right?
Yes.
All right, so I'll make I'll make a recommendation, approval to recommend, the authorization, for this easement and present to the city council for approval.
Second.
It's been moved by Counselor Russo, second by Counselor Moreno, that we send a recommendation for approval for a grant of easement at Main Street Plaza in Pawtucket, Rhode Island for Cox Communications to the full council. Clerk, if you can call the roll.
Chairman Stacoviak?
Yes.
Counselor Russo?
Yes.
Counselor Moreno?
Yes.
No further business. All
Motion to adjourn.
right, it's been motioned by everyone to adjourn the meeting at 5:59.
Yeah. That wasn't green. Don't matter.
You want to call the meeting to order? Okay. Counselor Wildenhain?
Here.
Counselor Moran?
Here.
Counselor Rubio?
You got it?
Two in attendance.
No public input, correct?
No public input.
All right, then. Counselor Moran, number 2.
Resolution authorizing the abatement of taxes for motor vehicles, real estate, and tangible personal property for January, February, and March 2026 in the total amount of $43,552.03. Motion to take up the resolution.
Motion's been made by Council Moran, second by Council Wildenhain. We take up a resolution authorizing the abatement of taxes for motor vehicles, real estate, and tangible personal property for January, February, March of 2026 in total amount of $43,552.03. All those in favor, taking up the resolution? Aye. Bob?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Out of the 43,000 change, $38,000 real estate. Of the 38,000 real estate, $36,107 of that was adjustments that I had to make for resolution of property in Took on Port Avenue,
Mhm.
and the $21,000, which is the settlement amount from Amalgamated Financial Group Fund.
Okay.
So, yeah, any other questions?
Any questions for
I
the
don't have
director?
any.
None? Okay. I entertain a motion.
Motion to approve the resolution as stated.
A motion has been made by Council Moran, seconded by Council Wildenhain to approve the resolution for the abatement of $43,552.03 and send the recommendation to the full council for approval. Roll call vote.
Chairman Wildenhain?
Yes.
Counselor Moran?
Yes.
Good as zero.
No further business. The finance committee is over. And now let's go to the finance committee and the meeting of the whole. So.
2 minutes.
Committee of the Whole to order. Clerk will call a roll, the Finance Committee, I guess.
Council Wildenhain.
Here,
Council Ruzo. Council Moran.
Here.
it's not Council Russo, he's not on Finance.
Rubio.
Rubio.
You get me?
All right, now you can do Council of the Whole.
And the Council of the Whole. President Mercer.
Here.
Council Ruzo.
Yeah.
Council Codere.
Here.
Council Gregor.
Here.
Council Moran.
Here.
Council Moreno.
Here.
Council Rubio. Council Kubiak.
Here.
Council Wildenhain.
Here.
8 in attendance.
No public input. So Dave, could you take number 2? Just read it and file it.
Communication. Robert Burns, Tax Assessor, to Richard Goldstein, MFC City Clerk, regarding Hasbro Industries versus Robert Burns, PC 2023-0367, PC 2024-02131, PC 2023-01370, and PC 2024-02144. Motion to take up the communication.
Motion to file it.
File, sorry, motion to file.
Okay. The motion has been made by Council Miranda and by Council Wildenhain to file the communication from Director Burns, Tax Assessor. All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
We don't need those. So, we need to go into executive
You
session.
need to make a motion to go in executive session at whatever time it is.
Okay. Portion of this meeting will be held in executive session 42-46-4.
607.
You need a motion.
607.
You need a motion. first.
I'll make the motion. I can't make the motion because I'm chairman. Dave, go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna make a motion, what is it?
You move to go into
All
executive
right.
session.
Yeah, according to, make a motion to move to executive session pursuant to section 42-46-4 and 42-46-5, subsection A2 of the general laws of the state of Rhode Island regarding pending litigation at 6:08 PM.
Motion been made by Council Moran, seconded by Council Wildenhain to go into executive session. Need a roll call?
Yes.
A roll call vote.
Chairman Wildenhain.
Yes.
Council Moran.
Yes.
2-0.
Okay. Executive session. You want to take that one, Dave? Number 3?
Executive session, Hasbro Industries versus Robert Burns.
You want to shut the mic off anyways? It's
Council Moran, seconded by Council Wildenhain to seal the minutes of executive session. On a roll call vote.
Chairman Wildenhain,
Yes.
Council Moran.
Yes.
Thank you, gentlemen, for your time. It's appreciated, and all your efforts too, are as well appreciated.
Now, this will be on the next meeting.
Okay.
Resolution, right?
Yeah, yes,
So we can do it.
yes.
That's nice, you or you.
So,
Evening. Welcome to Freight Street Home. Board of Vice Commissioners meeting and Pawtucket City Council meeting. First on our agenda are actually three council items, but we may only have one. First one is Lance Hill from our engineering to discuss Tidewater's Phase 18 public infrastructure project. Mr. Hill, welcome back. How are you?
I thank you, and for the record, that should say phase 1B as opposed to, just as a little typo on
I
there.
thought 18 was down the road. All right.
That's what I was told, 18.
1B of public infrastructure project relative to the Tidewater eastern side of the river. Yes.
Yes, on both sides. So we're gonna give if it pleases the council here, we're gonna give a quick overview of the project. And we're gonna talk about a couple of the parts and pieces, where we are with the project, what has progressed and what's still to come. For those who don't know me, my name is Lance Hill. I'm with Par Corporation engineering firm. We serve as the city's owner's representative on this project. We're your representative on this. The city has hired Beta Group to do the design of the public infrastructure related to this project. And some of the graphics that you're gonna see up here are from Beta that will show. I'm here with Director Crawley from Public Works and Director Pizzulo from the Planning Department. So I just wanted to give a quick overview here. We've been giving an overview to all of the municipal boards and commissions here. Starting with the Planning Commission, Historic District Commission, the Riverfront Commission, and the Pawtucket Redevelopment Agency as part of this project. And what you see on the left there is the overall master plan of all of Tidewater Landing as it currently exists. I apologize for the people at home who may not be able to see this, but I can provide the PDFs after this. What you see up there is, I'll start with the stadium and the Riverwalk associated directly in front of the stadium. That is all what the city calls Tidewater Phase 1A. Obviously, that's all been constructed and is complete and open today. That's correct. Everything else that you see on that overall graphic there is what the city calls Tidewater Phase 1B. It includes both public infrastructure and it includes the private infrastructure that will be supporting this project. They're all being designed in collaboration, close collaboration with the private developer as we're moving this forward. What you see here is a finalization of the Riverwalk on the stadium side. You'll see a pedestrian bridge that crosses the river, and then you'll see a Riverwalk on the east side of the river from that pedestrian bridge all the way down to Festival Pier. Included in that is a stormwater management system that's designed to handle the stormwater runoff from the development itself, from the private development, and from a very large upstream city drainage system that currently flows to the river untreated. So all of that public infrastructure, the city has taken on the design for that. And we are currently going through our permitting and design phase. I'm happy to report that after about 18 months, we finally last night got a permit from Coastal Resources Management Council to move forward with this big step in this process and kind of paves the way to move this forward. Fantastic. So a public infrastructure piece of this size, we really needed to kind of break this down to some sub phases so that we can make sure we're advancing these forward, finding the relevant funding for them and getting them constructed. The first piece on here is the Riverwalk West is what the city calls it. That's finalizing that Riverwalk on the stadium side from the stadium to Town Landing. That has all the environmental permits already in hand, has gone out to bid. We received bids for that, and hopefully at tomorrow's purchasing board, we will be awarding that contract for construction. That piece of the project will be funded through a HUD grant, which should cover the entire project entirely. Included in that, Chris, if you don't mind dropping that down, is an amphitheater that will be right adjacent to the water. This is right next to the stadium, designed to get people down closer to the water. The next subphase to this, Chris, if you don't mind flipping the board over to the right here, is a set of stairs that go from Town Landing up the hill to the Division and Pleasant Street intersection. These have also been fully designed. They're currently out to bid, and we're looking to open this at an upcoming purchasing board meeting, originally scheduled for tomorrow. However, that got pushed for a couple more weeks. But that's currently out for bid right now. The city has identified several different funding sources for this. However, it's really going to be bid dependent when it comes in. I think the cost estimate for this was in the $3.5 million range. But this will be a pretty significant improvement for foot traffic in this area. Not only for the stadium itself, which absolutely it will serve the stadium, but as you will see, this is interconnected to all of the Riverwalk down here. It connects to the Blackstone Valley Bikeway that's along Taft Street. It will allow folks to cross the river and access the other side, the west side of the river and the east side of the river. And we believe it'll serve as a pathway for students to cross through this area off of the main streets to access the new high school as it comes in.
Would that be eligible for CDGV funds?
It is eligible for CDBG funds as well as some others.
Okay, thank you.
And this is located between Division Street and 297 Pleasant, that plaza.
That's correct, yes. And it comes down the hill. It's a pretty significant grade change here.
It is, yeah.
We did look at putting an ADA ramp in here, and there's just not enough room to be able to do this in this particular location, as well as likely cost prohibitive.
That's gonna really help with the foot traffic on Pleasant Street on game days and when the kids come from school and all that.
That is absolutely correct, yes.
Really good.
All right. So the next piece to this puzzle is the pedestrian bridge as it crosses the river. This is currently in design right here. And actually one of the primary focuses of us to be in front of you all here. We're soliciting any feedback you might have or comments that we can take back to the design team as they finalize their design on this. As you can see here, it is what the engineers call a tied arch system. It would be prefabricated offsite, brought in here and kind of set in place on two piers on either side. It's pretty high above the water, as you can see. And ideally, in an ideal world, we would have that much lower, closer to the water. However, the Pawtucket River, Seekonk River, Blackstone River, whatever folks call it in this area, is a navigable way. And the U.S. Coast Guard has to have a clearance underneath that bridge in order to maintain boating access. So that's the minimum height that we're able to go. What that does is, unfortunately, the higher that bridge goes, the higher the cost comes with all of the other supporting walls on either side. So we're really trying to minimize the height of that wall. What we did here was show this as a 3-span structure. The main center span will rest on piers on either side of the river. And they have two, I'll call them smaller wing bridges on either side, designed to kind of get back down to grade faster, quicker on the other side as best we can while still being ADA accessible.
How wide is the bridge?
That's 20 feet wide.
20 feet.
Yeah. We've met with, there's a lot of different components that we had to factor into the bridge design itself, including the width of it, the amount of pedestrians that we anticipate crossing. We met with the public safety folks to make sure that, it would accommodate the vehicles that they would require there. They're not going to require a fire truck access over there, which really helps reduce the cost of the bridge and allows for the structure that we have are showing here on the page. We also met with Public Works at the end of this. Public Works is going to have maintenance on this bridge. Moving forward, long-term maintenance. So we wanted to really make sure that what was being placed here, not just the initial cost of the structure, but from a life cycle cost, that is something that they could live with. So what we're showing here is a bridge, a steel bridge, that would be hot dip galvanized and painted after the end of this.
Lance, any fire access, any emergency vehicle access, is there some, if somebody gets ill?
Absolutely. So the bridge will support an ambulance crossing there. That was a requirement of the public safety folks. Requirement of Public Works is to be able to get snowplow equipment across there and, other maintenance and access equipment. The bridge will accommodate that, but it will have, bollards on either side of there to kind of prevent larger vehicle traffic to get on the bridge and whatnot. This bridge, the river walk on the east side and the stormwater park, I mentioned that we got our final permit yesterday from Coastal Resources Management. As part of that permit, they allow all of this work to occur this close to the river through a very intense process of negotiation and permitting. But they allow that through a process called the Urban Coastal Greenway. So this bridge and the river walks on both sides will be encumbered by an easement, a long-term easement that is only allowable for the Urban Coastal Greenway public access.
And with that approval, when can we expect to start to see some type of work being done on that section?
It's a great question. For the bridge itself, we still have one more permit to finally get through with the Coast Guard. And now that we've gotten through the CRMC permit, we're able to kind of button that down. So that process is going to take a little bit, probably go out to bid later this fall on that. But the work on the other side, we're looking to get going sometime in August or September.
Thank you. That's one of the very funding mechanisms.
For the pedestrian bridge and the river walk on the east side, the city has applied for two loans from Rhode Island Infrastructure Bank. One of them is through the revolving bridge and road fund, and the other is through a fund called Resilient Roadie. Resilient Roadie is designed specifically for stormwater measures. And both of those would be funded and repaid through the accumulated cash and reserve in the TIF district that's going through.
See, the paper said they got them.
What's that?
It's in the paper today that they got those.
Yes, the funding has been, not only did they apply, they have received that funding approval from RIB for both of those loans.
That was paid with incremental increase in the tip.
That's correct, yes, that's my understanding at this point. However, I will say, continuing to look for grants and other funding mechanisms as we go through this process. We just applied a couple of weeks ago for our third try at the Safe Streets for All, or SS4A application for this. So fingers crossed that that comes through. That would be another funding mechanism.
That's the public infrastructure end of it. It's not the Wood building, it's not the Penrose building, it's not the Wood building. That's
Yes,
the
sir.
city's obligation to the public thing.
Yeah, it is and will remain in city ownership of the land and the public infrastructure that's there. But it is absolutely, all of the infrastructure I'm talking about is public infrastructure. The private infrastructure folks, they're working collaboratively and in conjunction with and at the same time on their designs for the Wood building, the Penrose building, and the adjacent buildings thereon.
That's on them.
And that's on that.
Excuse me, if I might, is that also part of, they're doing the maintenance on that, the public aspect of it? Well, they're responsible, no, for they, this area.
So as part of the master development agreement between the city and the developer there, the private developer will maintain the access on the park,
Yep.
the day-to-day access, the cutting the grass,
Yep.
you know, those kind of things. The larger capital maintenance, you know, missing boards and things like that, likely will be the public works. We did have a carve out for the stormwater features themselves. And I think that they were willing to take those on. I think that the city team would prefer to keep that maintenance with the city folks. Just so that, you know, you don't get some kind of a clog in there that affects some upstream drainage system that's there. So they will be maintaining that on a
Yeah,
regular,
the only other city aspect of that maintenance is, I believe, snow removal.
snow and ice, yes.
Snow. Thank you.
I got one thing, Lance, on the bridge itself, as I'm looking at the bridge, I kind of like the look of it. It looks like it's kind of, an older look, like a retro look. It seems like it's matching, like, huh?
A train trestle.
Yeah, well, it looks like if I'm looking at it, it looks a little bit like the base of the color of the base of the, Division Street Bridge. Is that what we're trying to achieve on that?
So yes, actually, as part of the Coast Guard permit, it kicks us into a historic review. Because the Division Street Bridge is a historic structure. So as part of the design here, especially the piers, as you can see them there, it really brings a lot of the aspects of that Division Street Bridge. Tries to do the archway, tries to do the stone finish look there.
And
I support that.
so, just from my perspective, I think that's a great idea. I really do, as we try, we're losing a lot of the iconography of our architecture as things happen throughout the city. This kind of brings a little bit back. I love that idea. So just wanted to say that. I wanted to make sure I was looking at it correctly.
Yes, you are. And when we met with the Historic District Commission, they shared the same concerns there. We were pleasantly surprised. They really, really liked the look and the feel of the bridge and the way it fits into the area. This selected bridge here is probably the lowest cost, most attractive option that serves the purpose.
Thank you.
Any other questions that I can ask? Yes, sir.
What's the total cost of the bridge?
So the bridge itself will be purchased, and then, you know, we got to talk about the installation costs, the piers. There's plazas on each side of there and lighting and all of that. The engineer's cost estimate for all of those pieces is $15 million. For the remaining piece, the Riverwalk East and the Stormwater Park is an additional $15 million. So combined, $30 million is the cost estimate today. What had been secured by RIP was $30 million. We utilized that funding, that engineer's cost estimate, we utilized to secure that funding.
Paying those RIP loans after the application.
It's through the incremental taxes in the district.
State.
State, yes.
Anything else? Thank you, Lance.
Thank you. I appreciate your time.
Thank you.
We're here if you have any other questions.
When you think there's another update worthy of giving to us, Michelle. Copies of those.
Absolutely, yes. Yeah, not a problem. I thought I had provided them up front. We provided them for all of the other groups and commissions that we've been forward here. I thought that we were here already, but that's not a problem. I will do that.
Thank you. Just send them to the clerk's office, make it forward. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Just make sure you do it fast, because I like that idea. So we start working on it right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, next on our agenda tonight are two pre-council appointments to boards. The first is Joseph Neese to the Parks Commission. Joseph, you here? Yes. I figured that might be you. Come on forward, sir. Thank you for coming down, and thank you for offering your service to the Parks Commission. I was on the Parks Commission myself once, and it's a valuable body that helps us quite a bit. Would you like to give us a little bit of background on how long you've been in Pawtucket, what made you interested in the Parks Commission, things of that nature?
Sure, yeah. Thank you everybody for the time. I moved here in 2019, so about 7 years I lived here. I own property, ironically, right in between Memorial Hospital and Festival Pier. I've been following this season would be very closely. I've been enjoying the soccer stadium, frequently go there with my kids for soccer games, comedy shows. Enjoy Festival Pier, I go fishing down there. Friend of mine, Daniel Brazio, he's actually a part of the Parks Commission. I mentioned that they actually have a opening, and I kind of jumped right on it. Me and my family, we use the parks regularly. Slater Park is one of our favorites, the dog park, the 10-mile river walk. My kids are now playing softball. So carousel, I forgot about carousel. But yeah, I'm definitely enjoy the parks here. So a little bit about myself. I'm a data architect by trade. I specialize in AI automation. I think Dan kind of understood a little bit about that, and hoping maybe I can help with the team on reporting, any sort of automation I can help with, visibility into project status. So he thought it would be a great fit.
He's a good guy too.
Yeah.
Anybody have any questions? Joseph? Did I get it right with the niece?
Peace.
Yeah, I got it right. Counselor?
The chair of the park commission messaged me earlier to make sure I just let everyone know that he has the chair's, blessing. For those replacement. So, make sure I say it.
Carol?
Yes. Okay, perfect.
So, I'm highly recommended. We offer this opportunity to put a name to a face and have somebody come down and tell us what it is they're thinking about for this board. But we truly would just want to thank you for joining, for offering yourself, your services, your time, for the benefit of the city. So greatly appreciated. We will be acting on your appointment once you get the council, so we'll probably another hour or so from now. Don't need to hang around, you're welcome to, but I'm pretty sure we'll be in this week.
Awesome. Very good.
Confirming, so thank you for coming down.
Thank you.
Yep. Thank you all for your time. Have a great day.
Good luck. On the heels of that, there's another council appointment to the planning committee. Fabiola Alapoku. Did I get that right?
Yes, you did.
I was going to go alley poker, but that's.
Hi, everyone.
How are you, Fabiola?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thanks. So, just what we did with Joseph, same idea, how long you've been in Pawtucket, what attracted you to offering the services on the planning commission? And, we look forward to you.
Yeah, of course. So again, my name is Fabiola Alipoku. So originally I'm from Togo, West Africa. That's where I was born, but I grew up in Omaha, Nebraska. After I got my master's degree, I got my first planning job in Providence, which is what brought me to the state of Rhode Island. I worked at Horsey Waiting for a while. As I, spent my time at Horsey Waiting, my boss at that time, Nate, he worked with the Pawtucket, spoke very highly of the city. So when I was looking for a place, I bought a home in Pawtucket. So after working at a Horsey Waiting for about a year or so, I started working in Cambridge, focusing in Kendall Square, which is the neighborhood, like right across from MIT, doing development projects in Kendall Square, as well as other projects throughout Cambridge. And now I work for the MBTA in Boston, focusing on real estate development along any MBTA infrastructures. Like I said, I've been in Pawtucket for a while, since 2019. I have a home, I have 3 kids. Obviously, my purpose here is just to give back to the community. I have a lot to offer through my career as a planner. So that's why I really wanted to just, commit my time to developing and enhancing the community that I'm in, where my children are obviously loved and are growing up in. So.
Thank you, Wilson. So your master's is in planning?
Correct.
We frequently try to find qualified people for each of the board, maybe among the most qualified we've had on planning. So we're looking forward to your expertise and the thoughts and progress. So anybody have any questions? Council, she lives in your district. Council Wilden. Warwick Road, is that right?
Warwick Road, correct.
Okay. Yeah. Welcome, and
Thank you.
and thank you very much for your service.
Of course.
Appreciate it.
We value each of the volunteers on whatever board. Sometimes it's a thankless job, but it's the only way we get things done, so. Greatly appreciated.
And on the docket, I have your name. I am going to slaughter it, so I just want you to know. They all do it to me too, Andy.
So anybody have any questions? Well, again, thank you very much for your willingness to help out.
Of course. Thank you. Thank you so much.
So we're good there. Is there any public input in person?
No.
Anybody online? Up?
No.
Up.
My apologies. I thought the meeting started at 7 o'clock. I met some of you, made presentations in the past, but I wanted to enlighten you about public transportation to the Centerville Stadium, Rhode Island Football
Yeah,
Club.
documentation there with you?
Yes,
So
this is
please leave that with the clerk, because the public input, as closed for,
Okay.
all public input, but clerk will certainly get that to us and we will,
Great, and I just want you to be aware of it. We're just trying to get signage at the bus stop. I have been in touch with the mayor. They have him convince the president and owner of Centerville Bank to name the bus stop on the Route 1 schedule.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. And was there anybody online?
No.
So. We are now up to the Board of License Commissioners. Call the meeting to order. We can get back there to call the roll.
Thank you, sir.
President Mercer,
Here.
Council Ruzo,
Here.
Council Codere,
Here.
Council Gregor,
Here.
Council Moran,
Here.
Council Moreno,
Here.
Council Rubio, Council Stacoviac,
Here.
Council Wildenhain.
Here.
8 in attendance.
Mr. President, I call for approval of the previous minutes from June 10th, 2026.
Second by Council Russo, second by Council Willoughby, that approval be given to the minutes of the June 10th, 2026 meeting as portrayed by the clerk. Are there any concerns, amendments, deletions, additions? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried.
I call for approval of item number 2, the consent agenda, and item number 3, petitions for licenses, starting with entertainment from petition of Pilates Ice Cream, all the way down to the second page with waste hauler new all-state waste. Motion is to approve.
Moved by Council Russo, second by Council Moreno, that approval be given to both items 2 and 3, the consent agenda and petitions for license. That starts with a petition A of Pilates Ice Cream for entertainment events throughout July, down to the bottom third of page 2 with a waste hauler new for all state waste. Anybody have any items they would like to address separately? In that case, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried.
Item number 4, extension of hours temporary 2026 FIFA World Cup pursuant to Public Law Charter, Chapter 032 H 8009 Sub A, and Public Law Chapter 033 S 2627 Sub A. The following: A, 327 Lounge LLC, 327 Barton Street, license number WC 26-5, June 25th, 26th, and 27th, and July 2nd, 3rd, 2026. B, Contino Restaurant, Maria Lima Restaurant Incorporated, 882 Pawtucket Avenue, license number WC 26-9, June 27th, and July 2nd, 3rd of 2026. C, Shafri Hookah Bar and Grill, Mingles and Son Incorporated, 602 Smithfield Avenue, license number WC 26-12, June 25th, 26th, and 27th, and July 2nd and 3rd, 2026. Next page, D, El Gran Jaguar Restaurant and Lounge, El Gran Jaguar LLC, 139 Broad Street, license number WC 26-4, June 25th, 26th, and 27th, July 2nd and 3rd, 2026. E, Fire Cantina Grill Incorporated, 176 Columbus Ave, license number WC 26-2, June 25th, 26th, and 27th, and July 2nd, 3rd, 2026. F, High Motor Grill, AV2 Enterprises LLC, 342 East Avenue, license number WC 26-10, June 26th and July 2nd, 2026. G, Doral Sports Lounge in the West Wing, Pawtucket Sports Lounge LLC, 250 Main Street, license number WC 26-6, June 25th, 26th, and 27th, and July 2nd and 3rd, 2026. H, Mango's Hookah Lounge, Princess Investments LLC, 17 Exchange Street, license number WC 26-A, 8, June 25th, 26th, and 27th, and July 2nd and 3rd, 2026. I, Mimi's Lounge Canto 9 Incorporated, 590 Pawtucket Avenue, license number WC 26-1, June 25th, 26th, and 27th, and July 2nd and 3rd, 2026. J, Dubai Restaurant and Bar, 434 Broadway Incorporated, 434 Broadway, license number WC 26-11, June 25th, 26th, and 27th, and July 2nd and 3rd, 2026. K, Pico's Restaurant and Hookah Lounge, Pico's Restaurant and Lounge LLC, 110 School Street, license number WC 26-3, June 25th, 26th, 27th, and July 2nd and 3rd, 2026. And L, Punto Final Hookah Bar and Lounge, Punto Final Hookah Bar and Lounge Incorporated, 31 Summer Street, license number WC 26-7, June 25th, 26th, and 27th, and July 2nd and 3rd, 2026. My motion is to take all these licenses up.
Moved by Councilor Russo, second by Councilor Levine, and Councilor Gregor. Then we take item 4, and I won't take as long to read all of those. This is regarding the expansion of hours temporary for the 2026 FIFA World Cup pursuant to Public Law Chapter 032, House Bill 8009 Sub A, Public Law Chapter 33, which is Senate Bill 2627 Sub A. The requests are from 32 Lounge, 32 Martin Street, Kino Restaurant at 82 Park Avenue, Checkry Hookah Bar and Grill at 602 Smithfield Avenue, El Gran Jaguar Restaurant and Lounge on North Street, Fire Cantina Grill at 176 on the Avenue, High Motor Grill, 342 East Ave, JR1 Sports Lounge in West Wing, 250 Main Street, Mango Suco Lounge, 17 Exchange Street, Mimi's Lounge, 590 Pawtucket Avenue, Dubai Restaurant and Bar, 434 Broadway, Pico's Restaurant, Hookah Lounge, 110 School Street, Hookah Fanal, Hookah Bar and Lounge at 31 Summer Street. And we articulated dates that Councilor Arujo mentioned. I have two things, ask eventually Councilor Arujo for a motion to file.
Amend the agenda.
No, because we asked for these, so we were expecting these. These are reports from the police department. We started. What?
We still need to amend the agenda.
All right, so we will amend the,
Want to make that motion now?
moved by Councilor Ruse, and second by Councilor Wilden, and we will amend the agenda for the purpose of entering 3 documents from the clerk's office and or the police department regarding this, this item. Any discussion on amending the agenda? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And then the purpose is to, a motion from Councilor Russo to enter in 3 different dots. One is an email from, Officer Pickett, Major Robert Pickett from the Police Department, regarding 3 of the Class B establishments that would be authorized to stay open later, but did not stay open, which is not a problem. And that was, just so we all know, it was Fire Cantina on Columbus Avenue, High Motor Grill on East Avenue, and Mimi's Lounge on Pawtucket Avenue. So for whatever reason, they opted not to stay open at least beyond 1 o'clock. In this document, this item, there are 4 establishments that if we granted it, whatever we do or do not grant, I enter upon the fire marshal's office. So 4 of the establishments have some sort of an issue that we clear up for the table beyond 1 o'clock. That's Kino Restaurant, High Motor Grill, Lounge. Finally, we have a police report and a narrative from Detective Delatorre regarding what he and Captain Dolan discovered when they were sent out at 1 o'clock and 2 o'clock to see what was going on, how well this process was going. And they had a problem with one establishment, they did it. It was at Mango's Hookah Bar. I believe you all had it in front of you. We got it recently, so just wanted to make all that for the record. All in favor of filing the notification?
Aye.
Motion carried. Rick, we don't have the game time associated with the week. If,
Yeah,
Mike, can you have?
I do. I printed them out from the last one, and what I have written down, bear with me. For the next one's coming up, right?
Okay, so tonight, from tomorrow, game time.
All right, so,
If you could,
so,
so, before you start, Counselor, what we approved last time around was no expansion of hours, but any dates that had games that start 4/11. And games that started on at 11 o'clock or at midnight, we allowed them to stay open 2 o'clock with a 1:45 last call, 11 o'clock game. And the 2:30, if it was a midnight game, but still with a 1:45 last call. That's what we all, so, just so we are all on the same page, could Counselor, you just read off the dates.
sure.
Where it's like, 11 o'clock or no game.
So the late games, according to the schedule, would be June 26th, 11 o'clock. And July 2nd, 11 o'clock. And the other ones that were requested, just so we can put it on record. June 25th is a 10 o'clock PM start. June 27th is a 10 o'clock start, and July 3rd is a 9:30 PM start. So there were 5 that were requested, 5 remaining games, 2 at 11 o'clock, and 3 others at 10 o'clock or earlier.
So,
And that's what we received from, that's what I'm utilizing the data that we were given from the last meeting.
Yeah, if you look at, the other way to find it is if you look on the computer, all the applications, we put the times on the application. So they're right there if you want.
Thank you.
so how would we like to proceed? We have the answer about how well it may or may not have gone with what we did approve last time around. Just that we mentioned that and we discussed earlier times as well tonight. And we've got reports from each department that for the most part, with the exception of one problem facility, things went well, or they didn't stay open after. I will entertain a motion. These for discussion purposes of how we'd like to proceed with these requests, these would help.
I'll make a motion to approve the extended time of 2 o'clock with a 1:45 AM last call for the 2 games that start at 11 PM, which would be June 26th and July 2nd, to stay consistent with what we did the first time around.
We have a motion by Councilor Russo that, and seconded by Councilor Moreno, that we do with this batch as we did with the last batch, that 11 o'clock games start Eastern time. That they would stay open to 11, for 1:45, I'm sorry, for 1:45 last. That-
Yes, sir.
Actually, got a motion.
Yes, sir.
Any discussion on that? Any of the district councilors want to weigh in on what may or may not have transpired? And for the record, Council.
Okay, yes, unfortunately, I agree with, Councilman Arujo. But what concerns me is the police report that we have here, about mangoes,
Which is in your district.
which is my district. I am really for, small businesses, and I've been working very hard with the people in my district, especially the people who own, restaurants and lounges. And I've been having a very good relationship with them. I meet with them, I talk to them, and trying for them to do the right thing all the time. And because of one business who didn't do the right thing, I don't want that to affect the others. But I also don't want the others to think that because they they stay open until 2:30, that they can do the same thing too. Unfortunately, if I don't take action with this matter, then the rest of the businesses, they're gonna think that they can do it too. It really, I'm not happy taking, this, decision, but I think to take care of the other businesses and the people, I believe this is the right thing to do. Another thing that concerns me is that they have the doors locked with people inside. And I think that is a very significant risk to have all the doors locked and people drinking inside. If something happens, then which way they're gonna get out if all the doors are locked? I don't know if I will pass it to you, colleagues, and what do you think about it? I would like to hear from you.
Yeah.
So I agree. I made the motion so we can put discussion. We'll see what the rest of our colleagues say, but I would be willing to amend my motion to do the approval for the 11 o'clock games to be open till 2 with the 1:30 or 1:45 alcohol for all the applicants except for H, which is the one that had the problem. I'm really disheartened that we told them to be open till 2 and then they were open past that with music. And, we're trying to, I did not have an appetite to extend hours, but I also have an appetite to help small businesses. So we came to what I think is a good compromise or balance with what was originally requested the last meeting. And so, I mean, we were clear, that they had to close by 2 and they didn't. So I'm very amenable to, redo my motion, withdraw and redo it without including them, but, see what the rest of the council want to do as well.
Council.
Yes, yes. Going through it, also going through the report and listening that after this incident, there were no other incidents. I don't know if it's appropriate to turn around and take all of them away. I'd probably, since we had one incident, then we take one night away at this point. And I agree with Councilor Ruggio. Instead of separating it out, let's just blanket it. We didn't have any issues with all the rest of them for 2 o'clock. I have no issue doing that for these set timeframes, as long as people are aware and not to take advantage of the system. So that would be my recommendation. We'll wait to amend it. So. You have to know if you want to take out.
Yes, did you mean, see if I understood, you mean, the 26th, which is the one of the days that is at 11, that the game is at 11?
Whatever you see
You
fit,
mean
Counselor, if you
to-
think the 26th is the best one, if they're going to do it again on the 25th, it's a night that they won't be allowed to turn around and be extended hours. That's so either one which you choose is up to you since it's your district but to send a message to them, I really do think we should, tell them again, and also acknowledge too that after they were informed by the police that we didn't have any other issues. So we're willing to work with them, but they've got to be clear that they've got to be willing to work with you.
I bought what you said was perfect. Working with all different, establishments. And you're right. If we tell people, giving them a little bit of extra time. And turn around and say, well, didn't do it again. I'm more in line with what the original proposing, which is what Councilor Hogan, Councilor, Russo was saying, I don't know what you think, amendment to his original motion, but ultimately we'll leave it up to you, what you want to do with this. I think you'd like to amend, you'd like Councilor Ritter to amend it, in which manner? To eliminate, prove everything except for any of the requests by Mango's, or prove it as he articulated for everyone, except for one night.
I think with the exception of one night for mangoes, the 26th.
Okay, I'm gonna withdraw amend my motion, and my new motion will be, to approve, a 2 o'clock closing time and a 1:45 last call time for the games on June 26th, which is 11 o'clock, and July 2nd, which is 11 o'clock. For everyone except for H, and H will not approve the 26th of June, but will approve the July 2nd for those extended hours.
Before I ask for a second, can I just make one suggestion? Acknowledge that 26th is Friday. Second. If that makes a difference. We don't have the days of the week here, but it makes a difference to that. Allow them to be on the 26th of Friday and not on the second, which is Thursday, but just, it's not apples to apples, a lot of things.
So it might hurt them more than have the Friday close than would have the Thursday, not having it so long. But the good thing too is that there are a lot of people have office, something.
Wait, you said 26 is a Friday.
Right. It's the court, right?
Okay.
Counselor?
Can I ask a point of clarification though? Even if you took the 26th away for extended hours, they would still be able to operate under normal hours.
Right, so one.
Yeah, good one.
Yeah.
Right, I just wanted to make that
One
clear.
hour.
Extended hours.
Just wanted to make that clear. I think we'd all be willing to go with your preference.
Yeah, but also I didn't want to take action on this because then I don't want this to happen with another business. So I'll have more days of them doing it again because, Mr. President and colleagues, if we're gonna do this, okay, the 26th, they're gonna have to do the normal hours instead of the extended hours. However, if they do it again,
Well, after we deal with this collectively,
mhm,
with this now before us, you can make a motion after sort this out of what you want to do with the license holder.
okay.
Okay? Does that work for you?
Good. All right, so to be clear, everybody would be approved on the extension for the 2 11 o'clock games, except for one date for Mangoes, which would be June 26th wouldn't be approved, but July 2nd would be.
That motion's been made by Councilor Ruzo, seconded by Councilor Cloutier. Is there any discussion? Councilor?
No, I agree with, one. That was a good idea. Once, you know, FIFA, the people getting credit, they should be, canceled one night.
I think it is too. I originally out of the gate, I was saying both, but now listen to the colleagues. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Definitely one day.
Okay, so all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Now, Councilor Cloutier, if you'd like to make a motion to bring Mangoes in for either an informal or a formal hearing regarding what transpired on that night, the next meeting of the Board of License Commissioners. Now, if you understand, I'm open to that.
Yes, I would like to, call them for a formal hearing on the next.
Just speaking on what transpired after 2 o'clock, as well as the blocking of or other safety concerns, what you're saying.
Yes.
That's been moved by Councilor Cloutier, second by Councilor Gregor and Councilor Moreno, that, the license holder, Mango Super Lounge, Princess Investments LLC, like, 17 Exchange Street, the summons for a formal hearing, the next, the first meeting in July for the license. You have enough on that, Rick? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Item 5.
Item number 5, petition for license, Class F1 full privilege, petition of Gabriel Martinez to sell food and alcoholic beverages at the FIFA Watch Party at 150 Roosevelt Avenue parking lot on Saturday, June 27th, 2026, from 5 p.m. until 10 p.m. License number EDT 26-52. Motion to approve.
Moved by Councilor Russo, second by Councilor Cookie, that a petition of Gabriel Martinez to sell food and alcoholic beverages at a people watch party at 150 Roosevelt Avenue in the parking lot on Saturday, June 27th, from 5 p.m. until 10 p.m. with license number EDT 26-52. The motion is for approval. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Girl Center Martinez.
Item number 6, entertainment in Class F.
Thank you.
Beer, you're welcome. Beer and wine. Petition of Little Sisters of the Poor to sell beer and wine at 4th Annual Summer Soiree Food, Wine, Beer Tasting Fundraising Event at 964 Main Street outdoors, Wednesday, August 12th, 2026, from 5:30 p.m. until 7:30 p.m. License number EDT 26-53. Motion to approve.
Yes. Just read the motion. So it's been moved by Councilor Russo, second by Councilor Councilor Gregor, that approval be given to a petition of Little Sisters of the Poor to sell beer and wine at a 4th Annual Summer Soiree Food, Wine, Beer Tasting Fundraising Event at 964 Main Street outdoors on Wednesday, August 12th, 5:30 p.m. until 7:30 p.m. of the license number EDT 26-53. Any discussion?
Yeah, I just wanted to say that this has been ongoing. It looks like Susan Mailhart is the new president, in charge of this going forward now.
What was that, please?
You're the new president going forward?
No, I'm on the advisory board.
Okay.
I'm on the advisory board for the Little Sisters of the Poor. I'm
Okay.
here representing the Little Sisters.
Yeah, because you had come before, but there's been, all these events have gone flawless and no issues, so, no problem. Good luck with.
Thank you very much.
That was already the motion to approve, second by Councilor Gregor. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Item number 7, the following petition for license was postponed at the meeting held June 10th, 2026, and is again taken up. Entertainment in Class F1 full privilege. Petition of Line Moniz Carrera to conduct day concert and to sell food and alcoholic beverages at 100 Main Street on Sunday, July 12th, 2026, from 2 p.m. until 9 p.m. License number EDT 26-36. Motion to take this one up.
Moved by Councilor Russo, second by Councilor 100 Main Street. That's Councilor Codier. Petition of Valine Moniz Carrera to conduct a day concert to sell food and alcoholic beverages at 100 Main Street on Sunday, July 12th, from 2 p.m. until 9 p.m. with license number EDT 26-36. This was a petition that was postponed at the last meeting and is again taken up. Is the applicant here? You can come forward, please.
Nope. So,
You, Mr. Carrera?
I'm sorry, my name is my wife, I applied for a license, I didn't put that, I told her that she has to be here. So what happened, I went to the city clerk told me that when we apply for licenses outside of a business, it can't officially be under the business owner's name or the business itself. That it would have to be somebody that has no affiliation with the business.
It's a liquor establishment. A liquor establishment cannot have licenses outside their business.
Yeah, so this is not an expansion of premise.
No.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, that's what I was explained, because the previous times I've done, I always applied it under my name or the Eagles. So they just told me to switch and put it under my wife's name, except I forgot to tell her that she needed to be present for the meeting.
So Pecos is on Division,
Yes, one desk we should.
School Street, right? This is for 100 Main Street, right
Yes.
downtown? Yes. What's that first meeting, July 8th?
Yes.
we could continue it again till the next meeting in July, first meeting in July, which is July 8th, and the way to come down then, that,
I think he can explain what's going on.
well,
So, yeah, well, we just had an event over there, the Color Festival, last weekend, I believe, the past Saturday. We didn't have any issues. So it's sort of the same group. I mean, my wife, she's not by any means under Pico's ownership. So I just put it under her name because it was last minute change. They just told me to just switch the name off, but it would be the same team running the same concept and the same event. Last time we did it, we didn't have any issues. Everything went well, ended on time. I don't know if you guys heard of any issues on your behalf.
exactly this one.
That's the Apex.
It's this one right here. Oh, and it's outdoors.
Yes.
Doesn't say that either, does it? So it's right down this, so it's the parking lot.
Yes, that's right.
At the Apex site.
Yes.
It's only a couple blocks from here. There are Picos down. Yes. We were looking to do it as Picos, but because you're a liquor license holder, you can't do it.
I can't do it under my name because my name is attached to Pico's.
Okay. This would be in your
My
district council, so, that'll be.
But it's the same, you're gonna be doing the same concept of the last one you did the same,
Same concept. The only exception, there is no color, so there is no powder. It's just a regular event.
just a regular event? Okay. And it's until 9 p.m. I'm fine with it, Mr. President.
And it would be in your wife's name, but that's.
Yes, that's what the application is under. It just, like I said, because I'm so used to doing this, I automatically just showed up.
Okay.
Motion to approve.
Been moved by Council Codere, second by Council Rujo, that approval will be given to the petition of Aline Moniz Ferreira. The day conference sell food and alcohol beverage at 100 Main Street on July 12th, 2 p.m. until 9 p.m. at the license of E-6-36. The only thing that we generally remind everybody is that that's city property and, you clean up by 40 times next day or soon thereafter, okay?
Yeah, we have, last time we did it, we worked with, the stadium, personnel over there that owned the dumpster. Porta bodies. So we had an agreement, we just paid for them to have the service and just clean everything up and put it in the dumpster and then, went by and, power washed the parking lot because it was powered, so that it did stick to the ground, so we had to clean it up and power wash it. But with this event, it's just be a regular,
Okay, anybody have any questions? In that case, the motion is for approval. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Those motion carried. We're all set. Good luck, you.
Item number 8 is communication from Mohammed Shamal Farouk, owner of Providence Pakwan National Foods LLC, 385 East Avenue, Pawtucket Board of License Commissioners, requesting DBA name change from Providence Pakwan to Hen and Bun. My motion is to file and take up this communication.
With Council Rujo, next by Council Reynolds, that file and approve communication for a name change to Mohammed Kumail Farouk, owner of Providence Pakwan National Foods LLC, 385 status, but for election, there's a request for DBA name change. Providence Pakwan to Ken and Bun, those are the first file application approval, those renaming request, any discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries.
No further business coming before the Pawtucket Board of License Commissioners. I make a motion to adjourn and reconvene as the Pawtucket City Council.
By Council Ruzo, second by Council Theodore, during the Pawtucket Board of License Commissioners, being of the Pawtucket City Council, before we do, I ask everybody stand. Join us for pledge of allegiance, started by Council. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible with liberty and justice for all. Next to the council, come to order, for the floor roll.
President Mercer,
Here.
Council Ruzo,
Yeah.
Council Codere,
Here.
Council Breger.
Here.
Council Moran,
Here.
Council Moreno,
Here.
Council Rubio, Council Kubiak,
Here.
Council Wildenhain.
Here.
8 in attendance.
Okay, Mr. President, item number one, I call for approval of the previous minutes of June 10, 2026, of the City Property Committee on Claims and Pending Suits in the City Council.
By Council Russo, second by Council Willoughby, that move to give us the minutes of the June 10th, 2026 meetings of the City Property Committee, Betty Toots, and the City Council. Bringing amendments, deletions, discussions, additions, there are none, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
Item number two is communication from His Honor Mayor Donald Bravian to the honorable members of the Pawtucket City Council submitting the following appointment as a member of Parks Commission for Confirmation Parks Commission. Joseph Neese, 24 Chestnut Street, first floor, Pawtucket, Rhode Island, 02860. Term expires the first Monday in August 2028. To fill the unexpired term of Grace Evans Pedro. Pedano. I call for approval on a roll call vote.
That moved by Council Kubiak, second by Council Moreno, that communication from His Honor Mayor Donald R. W. Donald, member of the Pawtucket City Council, putting the following appointments, member of the Parks Commission, Joseph Neese, 24 Chestnut Street, first floor, for a term that expires first Monday in August of 2028, to fill the unexpired term, Grace Evans Pedano. The motion is for confirmation on roll call vote. Is there any discussion? Clerk, call the roll.
President Mercer,
Yes.
Council Ruzo.
Yes.
Council Codere,
Yes.
Council Gregor,
Yes.
Council Moran,
Yes.
Council Moreno,
Yes.
Council Kubiak,
Yes.
Council Wildenhain.
Yes.
8-0.
Number three is a communication from His Honor Mayor Donald R. Grevian, members of the Pawtucket City Council, submitting the following appointment as a member of the Planning Commission. Fabiola Ali Puku. Sixty. Oh, so I've been trying to do it fast. 61 Warwick Avenue Road, Pawtucket, Rhode Island. Term expires the first Monday in January of 2028. I call for approval on a roll call vote.
Second by Council Willoughby, second by Council Russo, that communication from His Honor Mayor Donald R. W. Donald, member of the Pawtucket City Council, sending the following question to member of the Planning Commission. Fabiola Alapoku, 61 Warwick Road, Pawtucket, for a term that expires the first Monday in January of 2028. Again, confirmation on a roll call vote. Is there any discussion? Clerk, call the roll.
President Mercer,
Yes.
Council Ruzo,
Yes.
Council Codere,
Yes.
Council Gregor,
Yes.
Council Moran,
Yes.
Council Moreno,
Yes.
Council Kubiak,
Yes.
Council Wildenhain.
Yes.
8-0.
Finance Committee returns the following: resolution authorizing the abatement of taxes of motor vehicles, real estate, and tangible personal property for January, February, and March of 2026, in total amount of $43,552.03. I call for approval on a roll call vote.
Second.
By Council Willoughby, second by Council Moran, Finance Committee returns the following resolution authorizing the abatement of taxes on motor vehicles, real estate, and tangible personal property. January, February, March 2026. Total amount $43,552.03. Any discussion? Clerk, call the roll.
President Mercer,
Yes.
Council Ruzo,
Yes.
Council Codere,
Yes.
Council Gregor,
Yes.
Council Moran,
Yes.
Council Moreno,
Yes.
Council Kubiak,
Yes.
Council Wildenhain.
Yes.
8-0.
Number five, the City Property Committee submits the following resolution with a recommendation for approval. A resolution authorizing the City of Pawtucket to enter into an agreement with Osarios Realty LLC to install a stairway on the city sidewalk for the property located at 192 Columbus Ave. I move for approval on a roll call vote.
Second.
Moved by Councilor Kodak, second by Councilor Moreno. City Property Committee submits the following resolution with the recommendation for resolution authorizing the City of Pawtucket to enter into agreement with Osarios Realty LLC for a stairway on a city sidewalk property located at 192 Columbus Ave. Ready discussion on this resolution? In that case, clerk, call the roll.
President Mercer,
Yes.
Council Ruzo,
Yes.
Council Codere,
Yes.
Council Gregor,
Yes.
Council Moran,
Yes.
Council Moreno,
Yes.
Council Kubiak,
Yes.
Council Wildenhain.
Yes.
8-0.
No further business coming before the Pawtucket City Council. I make a motion that we adjourn.
Okay.
Before we adjourn, I just wanted to, give adjourn the memory, I don't know, you'll do it tomorrow, consider Jackie Bridget Sengate passed away, but was Joe. Going to be heard, some illness, we've been ill, we've been, all back. Memory.
Move by Counselor, Brenner, second by the city council, that we adjourn in memory of the improvisers. A wonderful, well-loved, Kate Birdie, the singer who passed away, this last. Adjourn.
Which is not. That's kids in the city.
Gotcha. And we will adjourn, memory. You're adjourned.